I want to show you a huge benefit of using the pain and fever dosing guide for infants and children that you can get on Amazon. And here I'll just show you an example. This is the children's ibuprofen product. It's 100 milligrams per 5 milliliters. And let's say I have a 3-year-old who is sick and she weighs 35 pounds. So this is telling me I need to give her 5 milliliters of this product. But maybe her fever is really high. And that 5 milliliters doesn't seem to be cutting it. Well, I might know exactly why. If I'm using this dosing guide over here, I'm going to find the product that I'm using. So this is the children's ibuprofen, 100 per 5 milliliters. And I'm going to find 35 pounds on this dosing chart. So she's right here. And it says I can give anywhere from 4 milliliters all the way up to 7.9. No wonder that 5 milliliters it's telling me to use is not quite cutting it, because maybe it's too low of a dose. Now, maybe it does cut it. Maybe I can even go a little bit lower. Knowing that she's 35 pounds, I can choose the appropriate dose for my child, being her mother and knowing what she will respond to. But the good thing is I can choose the high dose if I need to, or the low dose if I need to. Let's say I have a 2-year-old who is 24 pounds. They're telling me to give the exact same dose to my 35-pound child and my 24-pound child. But maybe they don't need that high of a dose. So let's go over here and look at 24 pounds. And I can go anywhere from 2.8 up to 5.4 milliliters. So that's why both a 24-pound child and a 35-pound child can get 5 milliliters, is because it's in both of those dosing ranges. But it's not appropriate for both. As a mother, I want to choose maybe the lower dose because they don't have such a high fever or it's mild pain. I just want to see if a smaller dose can cut it. So as a mom, I can decide, do I want to go with the low dose or do I want to go with the high dose? And I'm going to treat both of my kids like 2 separate children, because they are, and they might respond differently. That's the difference between the over-the-counter product and our dosing schedule. The other difference is it says if they're under 24 pounds or under 2, ask a doctor. And that's not because you can't use the product. It's simply because the dosing cup that they provide is 5 milliliters or higher, and you need to ask a doctor for the dose. The good news is we recommend getting a syringe for free from a pharmacy. Really, any pharmacy you ask will probably give you a dosing syringe. But once you know your child's weight, even if they're under 2 and they're under 24 pounds, you can use a product. You just need to know the dose. So let's say they are 20 pounds. They're, a year old. They're 20 pounds. You know you can give the dose. So now you know what dose to give, 2.3 to 4.5 milliliters. And maybe you decide, they have a mild fever. I think I'm just going to go right in the middle and do 3 milliliters. You can do that. You can decide, do you want to go with the lowest dose, the highest dose, or right in the middle? Whatever is comfortable, knowing that whatever you choose, as long as you choose your child's weight, you're giving them the appropriate dose. That's the difference between that product and this book.